Oh, what is up, legends? We are back. All right, so there's been some confusion on the difference between the MC and the characters themselves, or the other persona users. So what essentially happens is that the MC himself is his system is kind of weird, but it's still fun because you can make him into whatever you want. So the way it works is that he has his main persona, which his main persona is. Head over to executions. Well, we can't see it from here. We can't see it from here. So his main persona is Genesis, or Yanosuk, as he says it. um, he levels up as you push yourself through mementos, and you get his items that will limit break him. You have other persona that you can get throughout the game where you can either beat the bosses and get their parts, or some of them are in the event. Like my strongest one is he's a event persona, and we're gonna probably have him probably like 2 or 3 months into the game. I believe that's when that event happened. Like I think it was after the second Phantom Thieves that he showed up. So the second Phantom Thieves event, because there's two. And what you can do is anything that you're fighting, or if you just simply like a persona, you can just have them in, and you get three. So you can tailor the MC off of whatever you want. If you want a wind, then you can go all wind. If you want light, you can go all light. You want lightning, you want physical. You want, I believe this is spirit or mental. No, this is spirit and this is mental. You can go radiation, go fire, or you can do three things, and then like if it's a fight that has like the boss is like maybe wind, and then the ads are fire, then you can put this in, so then you can take on both things. And what happens is even if you AI, the AI will, in like literally in unison, like the AI will see that you have stuff available for that, and it will automatically use it and break, because you can break in this game. So the AI will normally break the ads if you have a fire like spell, and then it'll break the boss, like kind of simple, like elemental break and stuff like that. So that works out. So always look at what you're about to fight for the MC, and then tailor your persona if you have a persona built, because you have to actually build the persona. You have it built, then you can just go ahead and counter that fight. And the MC also has passives, so you can build up the passives according to whatever you want, as long as you have the items. Every time you build a persona, you get a point, and you also get these up here, the inspiration points, and you can use those to kind of like tailor the MC to what you want. Ultimately, you will have all of this according to the limit breaks. I just reached the next limit break, so I get to build like all of this, but I went mainly the attack stuff first, and then use the persona to defend the MC. Basically, like I will use like a defense persona or something like that for the most case. But usually, building persona, like I have, like it takes a little bit of work now for me to build a persona, because I have nothing but the really higher up ones to actually build right now. So you have to build things, resources to actually make them. But ultimately, you end up with all of this maxed anyway when you reach the next plateau. We just got the next plateau. Now, as far as the characters, so we'll take Anne, for example. The characters can limit break, and they have their dupes. I was asked this earlier about how important the dupes are. Anne is maxed, obviously, because she's my strongest and my actual favorite character. Like, she's just really good. They usually affect whatever their theme is, and Anne's theme is when attacking an enemy, there is a 60% chance to use additional to evade. So that's one of the reasons why she ends up spamming the way that she actually does right there. And every character is essentially like that. His is when releasing the Melody Flame has one additional damage. As I get more, this will all go up and gets more dead, which would be crazy. Like I can't do it anymore because I didn't summon for him anymore after that, because realistically you don't have to do this. If I'm being honest, unless they in global, unless they make it like super buff and stuff like this is all cool and all, but you really just need one copy of the character and then the weapon, and you'd be perfectly fine to do all content in the game. Like, obviously I do all content in the game just fine with one copy of the character in the weapon, like just fine, and completely free to play. By the way, I've never spent anything on CN because it's a pain in the ass to actually top up in CN. Like, you have to you basically have to do illegal things just to do that, and that's not worth anything. I like to keep it, you know, I'm on here legally, I'm on Billy legally, I'm just going to keep it that way. I'm not going to do anything that's going to get me thrown off the platform. So if there's no PayPal that I can actually put onto here, then I just completely free to play. That's how I go about things on the CN servers. So yeah, so let's start from let's find somebody I should be building that just never have. I think you're all support. That's why I never did that. For somebody I should build that I just never have built. Probably gonna be yeah, probably gonna be you. All right, so base character from the start. Obviously we're gonna have to start doing the level up. So obviously you go in, you're gonna need the limit break items. The cool thing, hopefully they'll do this and you can go backwards. So you see I have the highest level item, so I can go backwards and get the pieces and getting this up new. I'm not sure this quality of life is going to be in global, but it still kind of works the same way. Works in the reverse. If you have the blue items, you can turn it into the purple, and the purple can turn into gold. But you can go backwards and make the items as well. That was something that was added a little bit later. If they're gangster, they'll put it in global because everybody will love them for that, because it just saves you time. And it works similar to what the way HSR is. Like, characters go up to, I believe, 80. And it's always good to have the build characters. I just been lazy and not building this character, but there's times you need to elemental counter things. And there she is at max. Now I do have her dupe right now. Her theme is the highlight effect enhancement increases the next damage taken by the target enemy. So that affects her growth, her baseline growth. That's like her scaling modifier. And then her last one puts it up to 109. So now she's at max. So if you want to get like the modifier base stats, which will help you, mind you, in the DPS rushes, because Guild Battle has a leaderboard, and the higher you're on the leaderboard, obviously the more rewards you'll get. You don't have to do it, and like if you tweak your teams and do really well, then you should do well with that anyway. But people who care. So now we have her at level 80. And now you have the weapon. So weapons have blue, purple, gold, and then the legendary, which is their signatures. I believe if she is, yeah, this is her signature. She's not a legendary character. She's a purple level character. And let's see. She has fireworks on this one. What does this one do? Improve your attack. Which skills? Actually, this don't count. We're not even gonna show that because that's definitely not gonna be on global. That's the end game stuff. And lullaby. Yeah, she's a CC unit, CC support. Yeah, we don't need that weapon. And I have 3 of these, so that's fine too. All right, so we can actually. I should be good for this too, right? I got more than enough currency. This video is not going to be that long. Try to keep it like 10-15 minutes if I can. Just wanted to show you guys like just building the character. Might end up being longer though, because I want to build the character and take her somewhere so you can see. And then we have the reform right here, which gives the weapon boost. So what you can do is if you have extra of the weapon, as you can see, that's going to make this higher now. Now she gets 24%. That's pretty nice. Go back. Then we'll hit them with the reform. You can pick, once you use the one, you can pick something that you're not using. Who am I not using? Yeah, I'm not using this because it's not gonna be. And see now, bam. Now we put that up, and then it goes back to the base weapon that is the same thing. And then now we're back over here to this, and I'll do that same one because we're not going to be using that. And then I have no more of that weapon, so I have to summon and get more of the double shadow arts. And then now that you've done all of that, you have your gear. Now this is the recommended right here. And look, we have the strength. She's support. So what I would want to actually do is I would want to actually get speed. Do I even have this card? That's cute. All right, so you're wearing that. I do have a 25. What is it on? Attack and critical. You got it. Let's put that on. We have another one. Why is this not on anybody? Oh, I remember what happened. I took this off for a different set, but I could put it on her. And do I have this card? I actually do. Attack, crit damage, effect rate, defense, SP. Oh, this works. I'm gonna have to build it though. That's fine. Same type of feel. If you have it, bam, you're done. So now, she has all her stuff, attack, enhancement, and everything else like this. I did not end up with speed though, because she's a DPS debuffer, which is fine. And then you have the skills, and I see they're all at 3 because that is what her dupes pretty much put up to her. So what you want to do is you want to level it as you see fit. I don't have any of those, so I can go backwards. And like it's just that fast. Even without the quality of life, this is still a very fast thing, and it doesn't like take you that long to go through things. Combat skills. I want to get it up until it starts getting the really rare stuff, because she's fine at that point. The main reason I hadn't built her is because I was waiting on Nor. But Nor hasn't been out there when I didn't need to do something else. Like, she's always out there when I got to summon for somebody else. So I missed her 3 times already now, which is annoying. Yeah, I can actually. I have so much of this because I don't have a lot of mental and spirit units, and obviously I just built her up, so I have a lot of this. She's gonna be really good. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. See, that was the rare one, so we're done on that. That's it. So you do have the end game stuff right here. I'm just not even gonna do that for the most part, but I guess I will. What this does is it goes along your base stat. Basically, this won't be in global because this literally just came out like a few months ago. Like I said, unless they gangster and they decide to add it, it shouldn't be in global. But it goes along your base stat, and you're supposed to follow the tree. You see, we're all done with that, and then you go down here. This is a grind though. You gotta fight like really hard bosses to do all of this. But we'll throw some in. Thank you. Okay, game. Okay. All right. So what we'll do is we'll go fight the thing for this because this is what I spend the majority of my stamina on. And we'll bring her in because we just made her. We'll have some fun. We'll take her out. We'll put you in. We'll let Mona rock. We'll change this as well, and we will let you rock. So you just watch me build a character from scratch and throw her into an end-game dungeon. You see, like I was telling you before, I broke 2 enemies. And the AI, because you automatically have the elements in, it makes everything, it'll break by itself. All right. Good dodge, Mona. That's single target healing. I was not building a weapon for that. No way. Sona music is always lit. Knock him down. Now he slept. Oh, you're a big dead. Yep. All right. So the funny thing is that fight didn't even count. They said, no, sir, you didn't finish. So we get to do it again. Like, that's crazy. Actually, you was doing too much. I think somebody else in here. No, I don't want to make it that hard. That would be like 3 supporters. Bring him in. He might do too much too, though. That's fine. It's whatever. I'll control it. Oh, they put the hype music out now. Let's use hers. That's good damage to start with. Go for it. Damn. You're gonna blind me. Alright, let's do something cool. Yeah, let's use Door. But they're all weak to it. Slap! Let's tag you in because you're weak to it. I mean, they're weak to it. And I love how they just changed. Like, he's using the actual P3 UI for his game. All right. Yeah, why not? We get one more. We'll use yours. Cute. I'm ignoring the support. She's gonna keep talking the whole time though. Yeah. Let's see what hers is now. Damn, sleep in damage decrease? That's kind of busted. I did that already. Well, I used it. She's all heals. That's life drain. Imagine taking all your health and killing you. Which one is supposed to be first? Yeah, it's supposed to be this one. And then I get the point buff. Done. One more. Alright. See, for real, just did it on her own. That's funny. I guess because I never ignored them that much like that. All right, sleep somebody. Oh, that works too. I could try to sleep everybody. Man says get up, don't care. No, his turn did get skipped. Oh my god, I'm just gonna let you do it because I'm tired of you talking. Also real quick, you have gun and sword, and depending on how strong you made them, they could be pretty good. So I'll just use gun. And sometimes, as you can see, you can stun them with it. I'm gonna use Mona. A lot of damage. Let me get it one more. Nobody's weak. Took him out. And now we have his buff because I used the skill before. It's not even worth doing. Maybe I gotta buff it more. I didn't do as near enough damage as I wanted to. Alright. Get him, MC! Peace out. That counted. Bro, it literally crashed out on the cash-in screen. I'll be trying to make these Persona videos not that long, but it just ended up being that way. And yeah, that's it. So character I built from scratch in front of you guys. We got to bring her in, got to see what she has good application. There's fights where you will need to sleep people and not have them be all up in your face cheesing, because it'll be a pain in the butt. So keep that in mind. And yeah, so we got 3 days until global. Get hype, get ready. I'm gonna do my best to get you guys ready for everything. If there's any questions or anything that you want me to show, let me know, because I'm at end game and CN, and I can pretty much show you everything. I have about 90% of the cast. I'm missing like 7, 8 characters right now. Not really anything I could do about it, because they just have to show up for me to get them. So catch you guys later. Peace, and see you soon. Thank you for watching the video all the way to the end. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I love everybody who stops by. You guys always make my day with your comments. It's always funny and whimsical and gives me a reason to keep going. So be legendary, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.